K-9 Corner, where we help you and your dog become better friends. I'm Christy Wilcox, and if you've ever traveled or wondered what's underneath your bed, I brought Robert Gallo and his bug-sniffing dog on the show today. This should be really interesting. And we also have Shay doing your Q&As as well as some training tips. And Kirk Lines is back. He's going to give you a few foodie tips as well for you and your dog. But first, Shay is with Kenmar Rescue. Let's take a look.
Christy, thanks. All right, I've got Kenmar Rescue on the show with us today, and I have to tell you, I've been racking my brain all week to try to figure out how they came up with the name. Because rescues typically either use the dog breed in their name, like Westside German Shepherd Rescue or Miniature Schnauzer, or they've got a cute play on words that have to do with the dog, like Pooch Heaven, Life for Paws, New Leash on Life. So I've got Marty here from Kenmar Rescue. Marty, how did you come up with the fantastic name?
Well, it is a play on the two co-founders, Ken Gill and myself, Marty Petrie.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense. And by the way, thank you so much for my fantastic t-shirt. I love it.
Thank you. I'm so glad you do.
I love the design. What does it say? Tell me.
It says "Love carries all," and then it's got our name underneath it. It was a special design designed for us from Social Pact and a local LA artist named Black Pineda.
All right, so who's our first rescue today?
Well, we have Pumpkin today, and she is a little Papillon mix.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
She is so sweet.
She's very, very sweet. She's very chill. She loves being around humans.
Oh yeah, she's settling down right into my hands, and I just met her. Really sweet.
She would love to be an only child, and she loves being either around adults or older children.
Okay.
But one thing she loves absolutely is her daily walks.
Her daily walks. Now, would she be good around other dogs?
Yes, she is good around other dogs, but she's, I think, one of our resident divas.
Got it. I mean, I've seen you have other dogs here today, and she has no problem being in the pack, but I guess she's one of those lovable girls who just wants to have, one, parent, woman show kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And she's spayed, microchipped, and everything.
That's one good thing about all of our dogs. They're all microchipped, up to date with all of their shots, and they're sterilized. In addition to that, we provide a care package of toys, treats, and goodies. So it's a pretty robust adoption donation.
What?
Comes everything.
Well, tell me about the toys, treats, and goodies. That's new.
Yeah. Well, so they come usually with sweaters because I love dressing them up, and they'll come with toys, and they'll come with an instructional DVD to help seasoned parents or new parents kind of get on the same page with what they need to do about taking care of their pets and good pet wellness. And we try to make it as great a support system as possible so it is a good fit and a lasting fit.
Okay, so it looks like you've got a Bichon Frise over here.
That's correct.
Okay, tell me, what's his name?
His name is Lefty, and he's about 2 years old.
Why did you call him Lefty?
We thought that would be a really cute play on the fact that, his left eye has pigment, but his right eye doesn't, so we just figured we'd call him Lefty.
I see that. So he's got a little bit of a pink eyelid, and that's because there's an albino trait there?
Correct. With most white dogs, sometimes they'll have that albino trait. I think it adds a little character, don't you?
I do. And sometimes with white dogs, they get a little bit of black paws, a little bit of pink paws, so that's sort of, the same thing. All right, so I also saw that he's got a little bit of a spot on his nose.
Yeah, he's
what
got
happened?
A little boo-boo there. He got hit by a car.
When did that happen?
About a month ago.
Wow, and he's walking around and playing.
I know, it's great. Dogs bounce back.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. How old is he again? Two? Two, okay.
He's 2 years
Now,
old.
would you say he would be suitable in a home with other dogs, small children, cats?
He gets along great with other dogs and children.
Has he been tested with cats?
Not yet.
Okay.
But I don't see that his personality would have a problem. And he's a low to no shedding breed. So
Low to no shedding breed, okay.
A lot of people with allergies like that.
Oh, hypoallergenic type dog. I like his little shaved face. Is that typical the way that his hair grows, or is he, post from the grooming spa?
No, he likes the spa. He loves going to the groomer.
Okay, I see that.
Yeah, that's a little cut that they did for him.
All right, so if you want a love bug who likes to get snuggled and go to the spa and get groomed, this is the guy for you. Who is this adorable munchkin, boy or girl?
This little girl's name is Aubrey. She's a year and a half.
A year and a half, what? A year and a half. She's really mellow for being a really young dog.
Can you tell she likes to treat Shay?
Oh my gosh, and you know what? I think she'd be really good with small kids because she's taking it so gently.
Very
Aww.
sweet, very sweet. She'd
Okay.
also be really good in a family that has allergies too.
Well, what kind of breed is she?
She's a miniature poodle.
miniature poodle mix.
Yes.
Oh, and look, she's letting me handle her face, no problem. Really sweet and mellow. What about cats? Do you know if she's good with cats?
We don't know yet, but you know her temperament is really mellow, so we don't think that would be a problem. She's also up to date with her shots, and she's microchipped, so she's ready to go.
I love Kenmar Rescue. Oh.
Thanks.
Okay, who's this bundle of excitement and eagerness for treats?
This is our 10-month-old Mamie.
Okay, so a lot of excitement. She looks like she's a Chinese crested mix.
You think? We think so too.
Yeah, because look at the ears, you know, not so much fur on them, and then just sort of this powder puff type of fur. Okay, so tell me about her. Do you think she'd be good in a home without a dog?
I think so. She's young and she loves her daily walks. And you can tell, she really loves the treat.
Loves the treats.
Very treat motivated.
Very gentle too, and extraordinarily soft. And again, she's got all of her shots, and she's got
Microchipping and a care package of toys, treats, and goodies.
Ooh, you know what? I need to look out for my girl Luna. Does she get some too?
Of course, we're an equal opportunity dog lover.
Oh, because you know, Luna, I'm looking out for you. And I know she's watching at home. She's not here today, but she's watching.
Hey, Luna.
All right, well, if you've seen any dogs on the show that you really want to adopt from Kenmar Rescue, here's how you can contact them.
If you're interested in a dog you have seen on the show, you can contact Kenmar Rescue at 323-325-3703, or you can email them at info@kenmarrescue.org.
So Shay, you're going to give us a tip on training later, right?
That's exactly right, Christy. I've got an awesome tip. So if you need to exercise your dog, but you're a little bit lazy and you don't want to really do it yourself, I've got the perfect tip for you.
This financial advisor is being accused of committing one of the largest investment frauds in the history of the United States.
I guess we're not going to Aspen. That's fine. You see, I like tennis balls. He likes insider trading. So he's going to jail and I'm going to a shelter. And no, they're not the same thing. Shelters are for good pets that want to be adopted. Jails are for criminals. I've done nothing. Uh-oh. Ooh, okay, I stole a cheeseburger once on my dog.
My life is full of statistics. Thing is, I could have dropped out of school and become one myself, but I didn't because I had people that believed in me. Here's another statistic. 7,000 students drop out every school day. That's one every 26 seconds. It's time that students know that we believe in them.
Inspire a student and share your message of support at boostup.org.
Welcome back to K-9 Corner, and if you thought vampires were the only blood-sucking creatures, you're wrong. I found these little guys in this vial, and thank God they're put away. Right, Toby?
Meet Toby, Baby, and Herby, 3 lovely dogs with one simple job: to find bed bugs that haunt us while we're fast asleep. These beagles are part of Robert Gallo's round-the-clock pest control team.
What are these things, and what do you do?
Well, these are bed bugs. And we are from Round the Clock Pest Control.
Okay.
And this is Toby, one of our certified NESDECA K-9 dogs.
NESDECA is a certified program to train the dogs. The bug sniffers have to pass a test. After that, the job is continuous.
For training purposes, we'll use these vials, and we'll hide them at our training facility at our office, which we've basically come up with a mock-up hotel room. Beds, dressers, fake electrical outlets, fake baseboards.
Wow.
So we can hide these bugs just about anywhere in the office.
So you can find these anywhere. Where did they come from?
They've made a strong comeback from basically a lot of international traveling and also a reduced use of pesticides.
There are so many creatures to keep track of in your house. I don't even know how anybody does it anymore. But so what is Toby's job then? Because he must be better than a human with his brilliant sense of smell.
Well, if I was to come out to a hotel room, let's say, to do an inspection visually, it would take me hours to do that inspection. I would have to basically rip the room apart, turn beds over, dressers over, take me hours to do that inspection.
All right, so up next, we're going to talk a little bit more about this, but you're going to actually show me the dogs in action.
Yeah.
All right, so first, Shay has our Q&As. Shay, who are you talking to?
Okay, so this month's episode is about dog obesity and getting your dog in shape, and I had to stop this couple over here because they've got the most interesting thing on their dog leash. and his name happens to be Torrance, and we're in Torrance. You gotta love it. All right, so Torrance, tell me, what do you have on your dog's leash?
Well, we have a pedometer on the dog's leash, which is great because of the fact that it allows us to keep track of our calories as well as how much we're burning off.
It is the neatest thing because it's actually specially designed for the leash, and it's in the shape of a dog bone. Where did you get it?
I got it from a company called Sweet Pea in Tallulah, based in Long Beach and Torrance, so it's right here local.
Wow, I'm gonna have to check it out. Maybe I'll get one for Luna and I. All right, so so this is helping you stay in shape. Did your vet by chance tell you that your dog's a little bit overweight?
Yes.
You had to think about that.
Well, I didn't want to tell her secrets. You know how women are about their weight. But Ralphie was about 3 to 5 pounds overweight, and I was getting up there, and we were watching TV on the couch, that sort of thing.
So this is a team effort, so that you've set a certain goal on your pedometer, and whether you walk slowly or whether you walk fast, the pedometer will still keep track. So this is a goal that you've set. So how much weight do you want to lose for your dog?
I want her to lose about 3 to 5 pounds. Okay, so, and actually she's lost 2, so she's doing good. And I want to lose about 20-ish. So,
no.
Okay, 15-ish. I have a reunion coming up.
Oh, really? Yeah. Torrance reunion?
Yes. A reunion in Torrance with Torrance, so yes.
Okay, Jeff, I see you're in the park and you've got your sneakers on and you look like you're ready to exercise. How often do you come to the park with your dog to exercise?
Once or twice a week.
Now, do you come here specifically to exercise to get you in shape and your dog in shape, or just for her to get out?
Both, mostly her.
Have you ever had a dog overweight?
When I was a kid in the family, yes.
And why was that?
Probably overfed and no exercise.
Ah, so you decided this time around that Roxy would get some exercise.
It's natural, plus it keeps her from eating things in the house.
See, a well-trained dog and a well-exercised dog is a well-behaved dog, a dog that's welcome anywhere. All right, I'm sitting down with Craig, who's got a lovely dog named Sushi, and I love the fact that she's off-leash. Why is it she's off-leash?
She's just very calm and very tame around people.
So how often do you walk her or take her out?
She gets 2 good walks a day. First thing in the morning, she gets about a 45-minute walk, and then after work, she gets a good walk with probably about 20 minutes of good running in.
Wow. And do you take her with you to work?
No, unfortunately I can't, but I would if I could.
What about vacation?
She goes on vacations with me.
Yeah, any cute stories on vacation?
Yeah, that's a good story. We went to Virginia, and we visited my brother, and we were crabbing on the Chesapeake Bay. And as I would catch the crabs, we'd put a couple in the bucket, or we would put a couple outside for Sushi to bark at. And she got pinched by one, and
where did it pinch her?
It pinched her on the paw. And
on the paw?
Fortunately, she was a little hairier at the time, so it grabbed her by the hair on her paw, and she was able. It didn't hurt her, but
did you rescue her, or did she manage to get away?
She got away. She got away, and it just made her more angry at the crab, and she kept barking at it.
All right, Craig, it was really nice to meet you and Sushi. And can she do any little tricks for us? Maybe sit and lie down, roll over, cratch a cab?
No, she doesn't. She doesn't do any of those tricks. But she's very well-mannered, and she does have some action words, or she knows certain words that I tell her when I say now. That means make sure that she gets over there. And there's a couple others, but she's very well-mannered and pretty well-tamed. And as you can see in the park, she's fine being around anybody. She doesn't run at other dogs or run at other people.
All right. Well, sounds like a dog I'd like to have in my household.
She's a great dog. Absolutely.
Shay, those are great Q&As once again, and you're going to give us a tip for training. What's your training tip for today?
So you know how when you're working all day and you're talking on the phone and you're answering emails, by the time you get home, you're mentally tired. That's exactly what you want to do for your dog. So what should you do? Hide treats around your house, make sure he's in a sit-stay, and then go ahead and tell him to search for it. Each time having him put in a sit-stay, hide the treats just outside of his line of sight, so he really has to use his nose and think to try to search for these treats. That will get him mentally tired. You'll have a tired dog, and you won't have to exercise yourself.
Shay, you've always said that a well-trained dog and a well-trained human are a better pair anyway. So Robert and I were talking about the fact that dogs can capture the little bloodsuckers better than humans anyway. Why is that?
Well, the dogs can actually smell they're smelling for the bugs, where we're visually trying to see the bugs.
Okay.
So in the case of a hotel, if I was to do an inspection there, it would literally take me about 3 to 4 hours. I'd have to rip the room apart, and find the bugs that way. With the dog, we can actually do that same inspection in about 3 to 5 minutes without having to move anything.
And in this day and age, time is of the essence.
Toby, park it. Good boy, Herby. Load up.
And how about a house? Like, we're gonna come in the house and check it out. How long would a
Normal, typical house would take us about maybe 20, 30 minutes to do.
The company went from doing a few hundred inspections when it started to 6,000 last year. Popularity is on the rise because a problem like this can easily spread.
Now, I've heard that you've actually walked into houses where there were bed bugs crawling on the people.
We have, I've a couple of times we've gone in, they've opened the door, and they've literally have bed bugs crawling on their cells. At that point, we don't need the dog. You know, we already know that there's bed bugs in that unit.
Okay, dude, all I have to say is if I have bugs crawling on me, that is a real sign that I have an issue and I probably need to get pest control over, right?
Yeah, that would be a really good sign.
So what do you do in that case, and what are these people saying to you? Because I find this, like, very disturbing.
Well, in those particular cases, it's usually, that's going to be the root of the problem in that apartment complex, per se, but doing inspection of the surrounding units at that point would be to see if the infestation has spread, if the infestation is started somewhere else. So sometimes going out there and doing multiple unit inspections is your best way.
Bed bugs aren't known to carry disease, but the fact that I had to warm them up for our mission still gives me the creeps.
Okay, so after the break, you're going to demonstrate what Toby does. We're going to head into the house and see how he catches these little creatures in action, because we don't want any of them, like, you know, testing out on us. I like to keep my blood, don't you?
I do.
Okay.
We are different. Society should aspire to be more like us.
Be part of the first class. Get energized. Get outside.
Hold on, guys. It's gonna get bumpy.
And get moving. Experience the power of physical activity. Join the movement at ActionHeroAlliance.com.
Behind the wheel, there is no such thing as a small distraction. A public service reminder from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons. Speak out against distracted driving at decidetodrive.org.
Welcome back to K-9 Corner, and we have the bed bug sniffer, Toby, getting ready to do some action. Now, how does this whole thing start?
Well, we're basically going to start from left to right. We're going to get the dog working, sniffing through the whole room. We put a vial out here for him to find with some bugs in it.
Yeah, we did. We put it secretly in a secret hiding spot. So, all right, I'll follow you.
Okay, ready? Let's go to work, buddy. Come on.
And that's what Toby did on command. Bed bugs can hide in furniture, couches, and even the ceiling. Toby smells each crack and crevice to find the bugs and their eggs.
Trained the same way like they train bomb dogs and arson dogs.
Okay.
The only difference is he's trained to find the odor of live bed bugs.
Until eventually he uncovers...
Good boy. There you go. Good boy.
Uh-huh. How do you train him to do that?
A lot of time. We put a lot of time into these dogs. We have a training facility at our office with a mocked up room, beds, dressers, and it's constant training with the dogs on a daily basis. These dogs basically eat when they find bed bugs.
Okay, so this is the reverse of what you're supposed to do with your dog, right?
Yeah.
So it still gets fed every day, but these dogs only get rewards for finding the bed bugs, is that right?
Yeah, basically what we do is we measure, they get a measured amount of food every day, they just have to work for it. So for us, if on the weekends or holidays, it doesn't mean that they don't get to eat food. We have to hide those bugs at home and work them on the weekends as
All
well.
right, let's be real here. During Thanksgiving, does he get a treat every now and again?
No.
No, never? Never cheating?
No cheating. Can't
All right.
cheat.
I thought for sure he would have to cheat at least sometime, but no cheating. Okay, so speaking of cheating though, this dog obesity problem is becoming an issue. And so I went out and did a little story about it. Take a look.
According to the CDC, 1/3 of adults in the U.S. are obese.
We can get her on the scale here.
Okay.
And it looks like the same trend is growing amongst dogs.
We have always joked about how owners and pets resemble each other.
All joking aside, Abram says even if it's your dog that's overweight, many owners are surprised by the truth.
She could easily take off 15, 20 pounds.
When she was younger, everyone thought that she was actually a mini Australian Shepherd. So it's kind of shocking that she's gotten this overweight because now she just looks like a full-sized Aussie and she's not.
And for others, there's no surprise at all.
One thing I will say is I've gained a couple of pounds, and so therefore I think my dog is reflecting that I'm less active.
If you can't feel your pooch's ribs, Abram says you might want to track the situation.
The one thing we want you to do is first start tracking the weight. Set up a chart. You can weigh your pet periodically.
Before heading to the vet to find the right diet and exercise to make sure the rest is never a problem.
Knee problems, their knees go out on them all the time. Back issues as well. And just the overall unhealthiness of carrying that extra weight around.
Obesity has become a real problem with dogs, so we just need to make sure that we're feeding them and exercising them properly. So, Robert, Toby's obviously getting a fair amount of exercise, right? So we're gonna peruse the bedroom?
Yeah, what we did is we put a little bit more of a difficult hide for him to find.
Okay.
So we'll have him go through this room and he'll show you what he does.
So his sniffer has to be extra sharp.
Find your beast. Good boy. There you go. Good boy. Good boy.
He's like so ready to eat. All right, let's inspect and make sure that they're in here. Toby, you're better at the drawer than I am, apparently. Uh-huh. Let's see here. We've found them. Are these them, Toby? What are we doing? So now that Toby's been such a good boy and you got your food for the day and we've found the bloodsuckers, up after the break, we are going to talk to Kirk Lines and he's going to give us some food tips so that we can keep our dogs nice and healthy.
Patty, I boldly went to socialsecurity.gov and it's out of this world.
Socialsecurity.gov is a website for everybody.
Even teenagers?
Absolutely. Young people can help their grandparents with retiring online or getting extra help with their Medicare prescription drug costs.
So really, everyone of all ages should go to socialsecurity.gov.
Boldly go.
Today, more than ever before, women are on the front lines of America's defense. These brave women struggle and sacrifice to help keep our country secure. They deserve to be recognized for their service as guardians of freedom. Please support the American Legion's efforts to serve the growing number of women veterans. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out how you can help.
So you're watching K-9 Corner, and today we have been discussing overweight dogs and bed bugs. So thank God for dogs like Toby who keep us nice and safe. But before we wrap things up, Kirk Lines is out there. He's going to give us a tip for cooking and keeping your dog healthy. Kirk?
Hey Christy, the tip I have for you today is for overweight dogs. Now, like humans, dogs all have different metabolisms. So if your pooch has started to pack on the pounds, it may be time to start thinking about changing his or her diet. One of the healthiest additions you can do for your dog is to add vegetables to their everyday eating. They provide essential vitamins and minerals and fiber to keep their systems regular. Now, there are some vegetables you want to avoid. Onions would be at the top of that list, but also included would be anything from the nightshade family: tomatoes, potatoes, bell peppers, eggplant, and you may want to stay away from broccoli, cabbage, and cauliflower as well. Vegetables that are great for your dog are things such as leafy greens, kale. We got red beets, yams, zucchini, carrots, green beans. All wonderful additions. Now, the best part is they can be minimally cooked and then either mashed up or processed and then mixed into your dog's food. What's important is that they comprise no more than 25% of your dog's diet. This is a great way to use up vegetables that are going south or leftovers that have been sitting in the fridge. But as always, it's important to consult your vet to make sure that the addition of vegetables is okay for your pet.
If you're interested in a dog that you've seen on the show, you can contact Ken Mar Rescue at area code 323-325-3703 or catch them on the web at kenmarrescue.org. If you have a question for us here at K-9 Corner, you can always contact us at area code 310-618-5762 or you can email us at k9corner@torranceca.gov.
Kirk, I love your little tips, especially when we're trying to keep the obesity or overweight problem at bay. But that's a wrap for the show today. I'm Christy Wilcox, and this is K-9 Corner.
That's fine. Is it even cooked?
Oh yeah, it's a little al dente, but. We good? Do you like my favorite new t-shirt?
I love it. Good color.
Okay, here we go.